We got another funky tactic for you. Pretty attacking, should do well. Let's take a look. Ladies and gents, welcome. I am FM for another Tactic Talk. We've got, now this is one, okay, I was looking the internet. I've got, I subscribe to a whole bunch of FM creators and things like that, and I just saw this one on my subscriptions list literally today, and I was already going to record it today. I'm not grabbing it from anyone else, I promise you, but this is the 343 Repositive Suplex to the Fire. Now, this is another tactic by Delicious Story. Unfortunately, I've got my phone out because my internet's down on my computer. But so far, what it says is basically if you're a sub-top of a team, you're going to be fantastic. If you're an underdog, this tactic may not be very well suited for you. We'll see what happens with Wolves and Newcastle in just a bit. Newcastle, I don't know if they're considered underdog. Would you consider them an underdog? I don't know. But overall, win percentage of 53.75, loss of 35.63. Basically, the creator's notes say that it's a 3-4-3 narrow. I'll make an adaptation to let tactics work better on positive. If you like the shape, give me some feedback. So there is some information on the page itself, so take a look. It is a 3-4-3. As you can see, it is a bit of a funky tactic with complete wingbacks, a DM, a Segundo Volante sitting up in the midline, and then 3 advanced forwards up front. So, I mean, I would expect with 6 players in attack, should do kind of well. But we will see in a minute how it does with our 3 teams of Tottenham, Newcastle, and Wolves. We do go head-to-head in this instead of doing them individually, so we will see how they all work. But right now, you do have a sweeper keeper in defend, ball-playing defenders across the center-back line, complete wingbacks on both sides, a DM in support, Segundo Volante in attack, advanced forwards, like I mentioned, up front. And again, if you want to see anything a little more in depth, just go ahead and pause. I go through these a bit quickly, I know, but just to get through the rest of the video. But it is a positive mentality. In possession, attacking width is fairly wide. Approach play is pass into space. Passing direction is shorter. Tempo is higher. Low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly, and roll it out. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a standard defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. But, as we always do, how did it do for our teams? Tottenham winning the league by 1 whopping point over Liverpool. Man City falling to 4th, though, 75 points. But Tottenham with 25 wins, 7 draws, 6 losses, 104 goals, or 44 against. I'll give you that. Goal differential of 60, but points of 82, winning the league, champions of England right now. Newcastle in 6th Europa Conference League right now, 61 points, nothing new for them. Definitely bang on average, if not, well, I would say bang on average. Wolves at 58, somewhat average, around average for them as well. But again, 8th place is pretty interesting for a team with 58 points. Schedule-wise, let me know how you guys want to see this. Do you want to just see the cup competitions and how they've done, and then you've already seen the table? I don't need to go through the Premier League. Or is it interesting to you to see how they've smashed, through August, except for a Man City loss? How they've smashed through the rest of the first half of the season, except an EFL Cup 3rd round loss against Fulham. But, I mean, let me know how you want to take a look at it. You can see they've done very well. Out in the FA Cup quarters, 2-3 against Liverpool. Champions League final against Manchester City, 3-2. Man City must have really just fallen out there. You can't say it's because that no one's played. I mean, Haaland with 56 appearances and 70 goals, come on. But still, they've done very well. Winning the Champions League is a fantastic trophy right there. Obviously, losing out several years ago to Liverpool, but hey. Newcastle definitely not faring nearly as well. I mean, a lot of losses in the first half of the season. You do continue on in the Cups, though. EFL Cup semifinals, you're out, though. 0-4 against Leicester. Out in the FA Cup quarters, 5-4 against Man City. And then you kind of, still spotty. Wolves schedule even worse. I mean, just ouch. There's so much red right there. A lot of yellows. Second half starts out pretty nicely. But you're out in the EFL Cup semifinal, second leg against Chelsea 1-3, and then FA Cup quarters against Arsenal. Tottenham transfers looking a little bit different this time around. I mean, you do have Shutalo in there, but we already know that's coming in. Petrovic from Dynamo Zagreb, 5.5. I think we've maybe seen once. I can't remember. Arana coming in from Atletico Mineiro. Is that it? 13.5. I vaguely remember having that ATM issue before, so we might have seen him as well. Newcastle spending some serious money. Oscar Aranda, Ronnie Edwards for $3 million, Roger Ibanez from Roma for $45 million, and Jesus Vallejo from Real Madrid on loan. So picking up some players. Didn't fare all that well though. And sadly, Wolves picked up absolutely nobody. Squad-wise, Tottenham looking pretty nice. Hugo Lloris obviously getting most of the starts with 54, Kulusevski with 53. Goals, you got 38 for Son, 31 for Kulusevski. Kane's all the way down in 16. Assists, though, Kulusevski, Son, and Kane, 19, 17, 16. Not too bad. And then Son with 7.56. Kulusevski was 7.47. Kane was 7.45. Finally, Kane is getting up there, even though he's got a really bad goal tally. But what are you going to do? I mean, they're looking pretty nice. Newcastle obviously playing a lot fewer games, but Trippier with 41, Livakovic with 41 appearances. Goals, you've got Callum Wilson with 23, Isaac with 21. He's finally picking it back up. Barbosa and Almiron in there as well. Assists, 23 for Trippier. I mean, he just is an assist machine. 13 for Callum Wilson and 12 for Target. Average rating 7.39 for Wilson. Isaac was 7.25, and then Almiron was 7.24. So, I mean, Newcastle not doing too badly either. Wolves, Jose Sa getting up there in appearances, 48, tops of the list, but as a goalkeeper, you'd expect that. Nathan Collins, 44 plus 1, 43 for Kalajic, not too bad. 30 goals for Raul Jimenez, fantastic outing though. Cunha with 28. Assists, you got 13, 11, and 10 for Sarabia, Cunha, and Semedo. That's pretty nice. 7.42 to Cunha, Kalajic with 7.25, as well as Jimenez. I mean, they obviously don't have nearly as much as Tottenham, and Newcastle didn't have a lot either, but Tottenham had quite a bit more than these guys did. But still, I mean, 7.42 is really nothing to shake a stick at. Data hub-wise for Tottenham, shaky defensively, very good in attack, some seriously fantastic attacking numbers. No on the dribbles, no on the fouls against per game, but I mean, goals per game, non-penalty expected goals, and the shots per game, fantastic. Newcastle, okay defensively. They got a better defense, but good in attack. Some definitely not nearly as good at attacking numbers. Their goals per game is way down from Tottenham, but overall, about the same shape. Wolves, very similar. Shaky defense, good in attack. Same real attributes, pretty much just lesser numbers. But we've got all three teams in there for most goals. Few shots, only Tottenham, though. Nobody for most possession, as you would expect. Most dribbles made. We didn't see anything in the data hub for that. Fewest conceded, and most shutouts, Tottenham. Goalkeeper's doing well. Most tackles, nobody. Pass completion, nobody. Most shots. So, again, a very attacking-minded tactic, and you can definitely tell it in the stats. Most goals, Holland with 42 for the Premier League. Son 27, Jimenez 26, Cunha 23, Kulusevski 21. I mean, a fantastic attacking outage for these three teams, I've got to say. And then assists, Trippier, Kulusevski, Sarabia, I mean, everyone pretty much from 11 to 15. Great just numbers right there. Player of the match award, Son with 9 on the higher side of average. No pass completion, no dribbles made. I mean, you get the goalkeepers in there as well for Lloris. But tackles, nobody. Key passes, there you go. Trippier, Porro, Sarabia are all up there. And most shots, Son, Isaac, Jimenez, Kulusevski, and Cunha. 95 all the way to 114. Holland with 217. 100 more than Salah in second with 117. That's crazy. So this time I'm obviously skipping the team profiles themselves in all competitions because I've already done them with the squad numbers. But overall, I mean, Tottenham looks fantastic. I think we've seen some better attacking numbers for Tottenham in some of the other stats. But overall, it's a good tactic to start out with if you're not looking for a standard tactic. I mean, it's pretty nice. It's definitely giving Tottenham some numbers. It's definitely giving some attacking numbers to all three teams. But defensively, yeah, you got some woes. That's always going to be the problem with these types of tactics. But overall, I think it did fairly well. So anyway, that is it for me, Safian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.